appreciate and love you all very much. Just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate and love you all very much. Today's topic is going to be, I'm just going to get to it because I'm really ticked off. What a fool, idiot, moron, and schmuck Rian Johnson is. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. He just doesn't stop picking on fans, trying to make a mockery of The Last Jedi, rubbing it in like, haha, I made the movie, you have to accept it. You know, just stupid things. He just doesn't stop. And this picture you're seeing in front of you, by the way, is a direct result. So here he is, thinking he's cute, making his meme, that he's got the Thanos glove, and Luke just fades away and he's killing the past, let it die. You know, I thought he'd have more class, and this shouldn't surprise me that he tweets this. So I wanted to go over his tweets, and this is one of them. And it ticks me off that he's such an idiot, a moron, a jerk. He really is. You know that you've upset the fandom, and you want to just rub salt in the wound. You know, add fire. There's a fire, so you just want to add some gasoline. You know, you just don't shut the hell up, man. You are a complete a-hole. Okay? You really are. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. So I was really ticked with this guy. So I want to show you what I wrote. He responded. There was a trailer for Pikachu, Detective Pikachu or something like that. Some movie coming out with Ryan Reynolds. So what does Rian Johnson tweet? Look, I'm not thrilled about it either, but we got to ride this thing out. I was like, look who this is coming from. So I wrote, unfortunately, we can't ride out The Last Jedi. It is there, unless they make what Luke foresees holding the lightsaber. There is an epic idea to start episode 9. So what I was saying was, if it's not clear enough, is that when Luke is holding the lightsaber, that he would have foreseen episode 8. It would have all been a Force vision. And then they would have panned into Luke through his eyes and his mind, and then they pan out, and Luke is sitting there shocked, holding the lightsaber like, this is what's going to happen, and now I have to prevent this from happening. That would be my idea to start off episode 9. So this guy named Chad responds to this moron, Johnson, what a schmuck that Johnson is, not Chad is. Chad's brilliant, and Chad writes, I had the exact same reaction when this happened. Though to be fair, unlike this scene, Detective Pikachu shows genuine respect for its source material, and thus fans, like myself, are generally excited. So some people don't like it, some people do. David Caravan writes, so it was nothing to do with poor writing and directing of characters. And he's referring to The Last Jedi, obviously. So Johnson, if you remember also, there was this paper done. It was saying it was Russian bots and Russian trolls, and I did a video on this. So Johnson comes out with this tweet and says, and just to be totally clear, this is not about fans liking or not liking the movie. I've had tons of great talks with great fans online and off who like and dislike stuff. That's what the fandom's all about. This is specifically about the strain of online harassment. So William James writes, because the excuse was that it was Russian trolls and Russian bots making these numbers for Rotten Tomatoes. You know, that would explains why the numbers are so bad. So William James writes, I've never seen any talk between you and a fan who dislikes The Last Jedi. All I've seen is you insulting people that didn't like it. Is that the strain of online harassment you were talking about? Booyah! There you go. Shove it in his face. David Caravan writes, so it was nothing to do with poor writing and directing of characters. Which I like, by the way. Plank Cat, I guess, writes, I'm not a Russian troll, and I thought it was very bad. The main plot was uninteresting, and everything had to be either a gotcha moment or awkwardly placed humor. Also feels like a final piece of trilogy with nowhere to go afterwards. Thank you very much. This explains a lot of The Last Jedi. Uninteresting. Everything had to be a gotcha moment, awkwardly placed humored, and it feels like the final piece of a trilogy, not the middle. Excellent, excellent tweet. Kiss Ass Zombie showed the scores. Star Wars franchise results for Rotten Tomatoes, critics, and audience. Now, out of the number one critics score, went to Empire Strikes Back with 94. The Phantom Menace got the least with 55. The audience score, number one movie, Empire Strikes Back. Audience score, least favorite movie, it's a tie. Attack of the Clones and The Last Jedi with 57%. Now, I'm surprised because Phantom Menace came after that with 59. I'm surprised that Attack of the Clones, I like that much better than the Phantom Menace, and I'm surprised that it didn't get a higher score from the audience. A little shocked with that. So, in conclusion, I just feel that Johnson is a total retard. He continues to attack fans. He knows that people are sore about Luke Skywalker, yet he continues to make cute little tweets and little memes that he thinks are outrageous. He tries to defend himself with a paper about Russian bots and Russian trolls. Give me a break. Johnson can't accept the fact that The Last Jedi sucked. It split the fandom. And it did positive absolutely put humor in the wrong places very awkwardly. It felt like the end and final movie, not a middle movie to set up the final movie whatsoever. It kills off a favorite hero, makes him look like a weak little hermit, a cranky, bitter old man. Come on now, seriously? The guy just looks for trouble, he looks to fight with the fans, and he looks for attention. And he does this by saying, haha, whether you like the movie or not, tough luck. He's like a baby, a big damn baby. Anyway, I don't know what you think of all this, but feel free to put in the comment section below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time on Everything Star Wars. Thanks for checking me out. Johnson, my final message, you are an a-hole, pure and simple. Or as I like to say, one of my favorite things, you're just a waste of sperm. Good sperm at that. Thanks for ruining something I loved for 40 years and tearing the fans apart and splitting them in half. Good job. Good job. You're a jerk. You attacked Mike Zeroth and now this. You really are a moron. Funny Mimi, haha, so funny. Take care, everyone. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.